After many requests, it is finally time for me to give my honest review on the My Vodka Maker. Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Beaver and today I will be giving my honest review on the My Vodka Maker. Now this here is the Plus model. Over here is the Mini. Now the major difference between the Mini and the Plus is that the Mini can only do vodka and the Plus can do flavored spirits as well. So for the purpose of this video, we will be reviewing and looking at the Plus model, but the Mini just as great. Now I've been using the My Vodka Maker now for about 2 years, and my honest opinion is that it is a great product. So if you're here just to find out whether or not I think the product works and it's a good product, the answer is yes. But if you want to know a little bit more about the product and how I use it in my day-to-day distilling, then stick around because I will be going over how I set it up, how I use it, and a little bit of nitty-gritty stuff and changes that I've made to the still to make it work for me. So if you're interested in that, then stick around. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what a My Vodka Maker is, the My Vodka Maker is a countertop continuous still. Yes, it is that size, and that is what makes this amazing. Generally, when you think of a continuous still, you think of a massive column with a boiler at the bottom and steam going up with plates and different fractions being taken off at different levels within the still. The guy that made this managed to reduce all of that down to about this size. Now, the main thing you will note is that this still does not have a conventional boiler. When I talk about a boiler, this is my 12-liter boiler that I use for my little sample batches that I make. So, yeah, it's about the size of the complete still. So the My Vodka Maker is ingenious in that where it doesn't matter what size batch you want to run, because it sucks it in through the back and it drops your product into the still, and as it runs through this little still, you manage to take off a different fraction. So your heads go up into the still and it pulls off the heads, and then your hearts get deposited into a different jar, and then at the end of the day your tails exits out the still out of this little wash pipette here that pulls out the remaining wash, and it drops it into a bucket. So ingenious design, and it all fits onto a countertop display. So that is what the My Vodka Maker is. Now let's quickly swap around and quickly set up the still, and I'll show you how I'm going to run. First up, how I set up before every run, and then what I do during the run. So let's do that. Okay, so this is the back of the My Vodka Maker. What you'll note here, you've got a peristaltic pump. This is the pump that sucks the liquid from your wash straight into the still, and it comes with the little mesh strainer tube. This is a weighted strainer that comes with the kit. I just put a little bit of polystyrene at the top of it. This then sits on top of your wash, and as it goes down, it sucks the wash in. You don't want this weighted strainer to sit all the way in the bottom of the bucket. You tend to run the risk of having it suck in your yeast cake and everything at the bottom. So I put a little bit of a polystyrene on the top of it to prevent that from happening. Now this just goes straight into your wash bucket, and then this connects this little tube to the back of your peristaltic pump. And this is where my first little gripe comes in. And this tube, as you can see now, is already leaning over. And once this whole tube gets filled with a liquid, it tends to fold all the way down. And I've had it in the past where this little tube actually pinches all the way shut, and then it no longer sucks up the liquid. And then when you come out to check on your still, you haven't had any product running off. So what I do is I take one of these little Gorilla clips, and all I do is I take that tube and I just hook it on there like that. Now there is a copper tube, so it's not going to squeeze it shut. But what happens now is this keeps it straight and it allows you to suck up your wash without running the risk of that tube pinching off. The next thing you need to connect is your drainage tube. Now this tube here is the one that sucks in the product. It drops it into the top of the still. That then runs through the still. It sucks out all the good stuff during the distillation process. But the product that goes in must come out. And the product that you want to throw away, the waste product, comes out of this little tube at the bottom here. So you're going to connect your tube, and that just runs straight into either a sink, or in my case, I run it into a bucket, and I just empty the bucket every now and then. And then once you're done, you can just toss it all away. So that just runs straight into a bucket. And then the next thing that you have is a puke tube. So if you're going to run a rum or anything like that, and you want to be sure that you don't make a mess on the floor, right at the top here, there's a little puke tube. Now that puke tube just connects, and I also just drop it straight into the discard bucket. And then at the top here, you will note there's another little pipe. This pipe you do not block. This is your vent pipe. So as this is going to build up pressure now, or not pressure, as this is going to build up steam, what happens is this will get pressurized if there is no vent tube. So right at the top here, we have the vent tube. So ensure that that is unblocked and it's nice and clear. So that's the front of the back of the My Vodka Maker. I'm just going to quickly turn it around. Now this is the front of the My Vodka Maker, where you have your three little takeoff points. But once we get to the front and we start taking product, I'll explain what each of these does. So first thing that I do when I start my vodka maker is I run it with just normal tap water. I give it a couple of minutes, about 30 minutes, just to run with normal tap water. Now how to run it? All you do is you have a standard kettle plug that just plugs into there. Switch on your My Vodka Maker. You'll hear the peristaltic pump starting to run. Now you do get this lovely little screen in your kit, but I tend to use the app. So I'll put a screen recording of the app on the main screen of how the app runs. And as you can see there, the liquid is starting to pull into your My Vodka Maker, and it's going to start running. So once the My Vodka Maker reaches this stage now, where you can actually hear it running properly, so it's heated up, it's on temperature now, the peristaltic pump has a rhythmic run to it. You can actually see that your liquid is draining out of your little pump into your bucket. Everything feels nice and hot. At this moment, this is where I switch over to the actual product that I want to run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out this bucket at the bottom for our actual product that we're going to be running. Now once I've switched over to that product there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the red button twice. 1, 2. Once I've pressed that twice, what you'll hear is the peristaltic pump starting to run again. What it's going to do now is it's going to suck all that nice beautiful wash into this little pipe. It's going to refill the little tiny boiler at the bottom there with the actual product and flush out all the water. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the front of the still, block off the entrances where we want to actually run the product, and then we're going to start running. Okay, Okay, now we're in the front of the still. All I've done is I've taken that little rubber plugs and I've plugged up that hole because I want to run vodka, because that's just a standard sugar wash inside of that jar or inside of that fermenter. Now, this is the next little bit that kind of gripes me with the device, is you'll see that there's a massive gap between where that little point goes in and where my jar is. Because I'm running a rather larger wash, what happens is when I run a larger wash, what happens is I tend to put nice big jars in place, and so I don't have to swap them out that often. So what I've done is I've taken one of these little pipettes type of things that I can slide over the top there, and now I know for sure that all the liquid's going to drop into that, and that's my head scut. As well as with this one here, because this device is so compact, now you'll see immediately that that point there doesn't even line up with that jar. Okay, so once again, what I've done is taken one of these, and all I do is I slide it over, and now I know the product will go into there. And then the final thing, because we stay in South Africa, we have little bugs that always wants to fall into it. So all I did is I taken a lid, I cut a little gap out of it, and that just slides over there and keeps the majority of the bugs out. Same as with your hard cut. That lid just goes into there, into that little hole, and that just keeps it closed. And Bob's your uncle. Now we know we can run without having any issues. The run is all done. The My Vodka Maker did its job, and we ended up with 700 mils, just about on the dot, 700 mils of absolutely clear spirit. All you can smell is a very sweet, almost like vanilla ice cream kind of smell, and that's indicative of having a high proof spirit. So let's quickly check the ABV on this bad boy. Generally, when I run the My Vodka Maker with a sugar wash like that, which is a 10 liter sugar wash at about 11%, I get about 93% out of the My Vodka Maker. And as you can see there, we are sitting at almost exactly 93%. It's hovering between 92 to 93% ABV. So I do believe we had a relatively good run. As for efficiency on a 10 liter batch, you're sitting at about let's say 10 liters at 10%. You have about a liter of pure ethanol in there, or pure distillable alcohol. So getting about 700 mils at 93%, that is a very good efficiency. So the My Vodka Maker actually stripped out quite a good amount of the actual alcohol. Now let's give it a taste. As this was a vodka, definitely not going to taste it at 93%. So as this is a vodka, I'm expecting only very, very subtle sugar flavors coming through, and a very neutral smell on the nose, very sweet, still a bit hot. Let's taste it. Yeah. So the moment it hits your tongue, it just evaporates and it's gone. You feel the slight sweetness on the side of your mouth, and then no jagged edges, very smooth, very drinkable, and it makes a fantastic vodka. So that's an amazing base if you ever want to make gins and so on and so forth. So the My Vodka Maker works, it makes great products, it does distill it to a very high ABV. The only drawback, it takes a bit of time. Now this run, to get it to that 93%, it was a set and forget. I didn't have to redistill or anything like that, but it took 18 hours to produce that 700 mils because it's little drops at a time. So it does take long. But because the My Vodka Maker is set up where you can tell it how big your collection jar is, it is literally a set and forget type of deal. You check on it every now and then when you walk past to make sure your dip tube is still in the alcohol and it's sucking up and everything is running fine. But yeah, you just set and forget. 18 hours later, you end up with a very good end product. Now, what do I use the My Vodka Maker for? So I use the My Vodka Maker to do stripping runs. Now, there is a function on it to do a stripping run. So I take a very big vat of sugar wash, 150 litre sugar wash. I put my tube in there, set up my vodka maker for a stripping run, and I just let it run. Now I'm at work during the day, so I keep an eye on that little app that you download onto the phone, or you log into on the phone, and you can just check that the My Vodka Maker is running smoothly. When I get back from work, I change out the jars, and that's what I use it for. So it actually works fantastic for me to do those stripping runs, as well as when I need good, clean, neutral product to do an experiment. I fire up the My Vodka Maker and I get product like this, where I don't have to double distill it. If I'm going to be using my small copper still, I'm going to have to double distill it. Otherwise I need to pull out the big boy, big still with all the reflux plates. So yeah, that's where I use the My Vodka Maker. I use it for neutrals, as well as I use it for experiments, and then at the end of the day I use it for big stripping runs. So set and forget, push the little button, it strips out the alcohol, and then I can do with that alcohol the stripped product with what I want to do with it. So yeah, if you are watching this far, thank you very much for watching, and have a lucky day.